Here we go. Folks, welcome back to the We Trying channel, a Nerded by Nature Productions. That's Leroy. I'm Michael. We got
Um,
more trailer reactions coming up for you here.
I thought you were doing what I normally do by saying some wild shit before we start, and I
Mm,
didn't hear you.
no, I
So
was. Thanks for cursing the first 15 seconds in. Appreciate that.
that's not my fault.
That is those were your words. I didn't make you say those words.
You did because I thought you were like trying to bait me, and I didn't know what was going on.
I wasn't. I wasn't at all.
I know that now.
Okay. This is going to be a trailer reaction for Shogun on FX. Uh,
Do you
I'm
know anything about this show?
no, but I remember seeing it when we were at Comic Con. I remember seeing a big, you know how they take over the hotels with the big
Hmm.
displays. I
Yeah,
remember that on one of
yeah,
the hotels. Other
yeah.
than that, no, because I'm pretty sure there was probably a panel there, but I didn't go to it. So,
Really? Okay, so I remember this show.
what do you mean you remember it?
So this used to be a show.
Oh, okay,
This was like a mini series back in the day, like in the
okay,
80s,
okay.
and it had
I was a baby and a child then. I know you were a grown man, so it's easier for you to remember.
See, this is what I'm talking about when you're trying to bait me because I almost fell for it. I almost took the bait anyway.
Just saying.
Richard Chamberlain and the great um, uh, Toshiro Mifune and and Mifune. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to butcher this man's name, but anyway, it was a 5 episode. I don't know if you do you remember like the big VHS of like double VHS of
Sure.
shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So I remember this show. So I remember the book. I am I remember them talking about doing this show and thinking this shit'll never get made.
Hmm.
Because it's just one of those things where I was like, in today's day and age, who is doing this? Because it's going to take a massive budget.
Hmm.
And they saw it on the upfronts. And they played like a clip of it when FX was doing all their shows when they were doing like The Old Man, Class of '09, and then they were like Shogun. And I was like, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot? The fuck?
Hmm.
I was like, oh, they're doing this. And I was like, inject this into my veins. So I'm highly interested and excited about this.
Okay, let's get right to it. And here we go. Try that button again.
Do not be fooled by our politeness. Our bows are made of rituals. Death is in our air, and sea and earth. Just remember, we live and we die. We control nothing beyond that.
There's a saying out here, every man has three hearts. One in his mouth for the world to know. Another in his chest, just for his friends. And a secret heart, buried deep, where no
Those are good
one
rap
can
vocals.
find it. What kind of man wields power in a land like this? The one with the open or the one you never see? Will I die here? Likely.
Yes.
War is coming.
Life and death are the same. Both can have value and purpose.
This is not where we die. We should be corpses, I know. But here we are. My life is mine and yours is yours. If you can't see that, you'll never be free of this prison.
It is you who is imprisoned. Freedom is all you ever live for.
己の務めを果たす覚悟はできておるか。
覚悟はできておりまする。
Interesting. Interesting. What do you think? Because I have
it looks
thoughts.
awesome.
It looks
kind of
beyond
reminded
awesome.
me of, I don't know if you watched it, but it was on Netflix, Marco Polo,
Hmm.
where an outsider goes to a different culture and tries to assimilate either because they were beneficial some kind of way or had something that the culture needed, or they were a prisoner and now they become part of that. I kind of got that feeling from it, and I don't know the white character. Are they a prisoner and now they're being trained to do something? Because he talks about freedom. So is it like a, oh, you work for us and maybe we'll let you free type of thing? Is that what the original Shogun was, or?
So here the idea is here's the tagline from set in the 17th century, John Blackthorne, a sailor who rises from outsider to samurai while being used as a pawn in Japanese leader Tokugawa's uh, struggle to reach the top of the ruling chain, or shogun. So Scorpion is in charge.
Uh huh.
Lady Mariko is the woman that you saw, which I find very interesting because she's a very integral part, but wasn't as front and center in the original
Well, I mean, she was a lady, of
show.
course not.
You said that, not me. Um, but she was more featured than John Blackthorne is.
Hmm.
And I find that very interesting that they really set up, because in the original show, the trailer, if you go back and watch, John Chamberlain, who plays John Blackthorne, it's really told, the story's
Richard
told through
Chamberlain.
his eyes. Richard Chamberlain.
Yeah.
No, John Chamberlain.
John Chamberlain?
Richard Chamberlain.
Yeah, Richard Chamberlain.
The white guy.
I don't remember Shogun, but I remember the name Richard Chamberlain as a child.
Oh yeah. So remember the movie he did that's kind of like Romancing of the Stone? Remember he was the Indiana Jones of the day? Um
Vaguely.
Alan Quartermain.
Yeah,
Alan
Alan
Quartermain.
Quartermain. Yeah.
Yep. So I find it very interesting that Lady Mariko is featured prominently in this trailer, which leads me to believe that she is going to be elevated in this story more so than John Blackthorne is. And I like that. And we didn't see a lot of Scorpion in this, even though he's the man pulling the strings
Sure. Yeah.
behind the scenes. Um, so here's a little backstory for me. I don't know if you can read, but back then, when we would go to the library,
Tip my cap, sir. Well earned. Well earned.
so we used to go to the library every month, me and my mom, and there were certain books I was never allowed to read, and certain books I was like, just because of my age, I wasn't allowed to pick up. This was one of them. I always wanted to read this book, and I was never allowed to read it. But my mom was like, "Hey, we're gonna watch this show."
Hmm.
And I was like, "What show is it?" And she was like, "This one." And I was like, "Oh, they made a show!" And we watched this show.
Hmm.
And then years later, I read the book and I was upset because I thought the show was better than the book, even though in my very ignorant mind, I thought the show was better than the book.
Okay.
And so, because I was imprinted with the show, it's been very hard for me to parse what is good and what is bad. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
I was dumb as a child. So I'm very interested to see how this plays. And I can't wait to tell my mom they're making a new show about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because she read the book and was like, you can't read this
This ain't
book.
for you. This ain't for you, young boy. Nice.
Boom. But yeah, like
Yeah.
this looks amazing. Like the cinematography behind this is just
Yeah. I'm kind
like
of just
I
lost to
remember
words just watching this and the choreography of everything. I love it.
it is very well done.
She's
I
ready.
mean,
Man, what is she
I
ready to do?
am
To betray? What is to be part of the pawns? What's I don't know.
so here's the thing. I'm very interested only because the way this looks. So this is directed by the 5 episodes are directed by Frederick E.O. Toye,
Okay.
and he is the man behind The Boys, The Watchmen, The Terminal List, and your show Lost.
Lost is my show.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. You say so.
He's also behind a couple of other shows. Where I personally, I mean, he's done it like 3 or 4 episodes in this. He did Westworld, The Man in the High Castle. He did a couple of episodes for Evil, The Walking Dead, and he did. It looks like an episode for Mrs. Davis.
Oh man, did you ever get to Miss Davis? No.
I watched the first 2 episodes. I
Okay.
was like, I'll just finish it when it's done. But yeah, like
Did you finish it?
here's the
Because it is
thing.
done.
I did not.
Okay.
I just told you in the last video, man. Insert baby here.
Better put that baby on your hip.
Hey man, I tried, but he's starting to talk out, and if it ain't got a Muppet on TV, he loses his mind.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, he was the dude that I used to watch all my stuff with back in the day. And then he learned to talk,
Mm-hmm.
and guess what? He had opinions.
Nice. Now I'm dropping all this other stuff on here.
But yeah, what do you think? Is this
I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of stuff on our screen as it pops up because I clearly don't know how to do stuff. Um, I think it's interesting, and I like the idea. I'll figure this out eventually, y'all. I don't know. We're gonna be like this for a second. Um, I like the idea of peeking into another culture just to learn more about it, even if it is not
yeah.
necessarily made by the original people of that culture. It would be better if it is. I don't know who's up all the. You name some people, but I don't know everybody behind the scenes of it. But I think it's cool just to learn more about whatever it is, both that culture and that time period. Um, for some
I mean, the
reason, when you
story
say
is
Shogun, I feel
mhm.
like there are glimpses in my mind of what that was. Possibly, I might have saw something on TV. I don't know, but seeing this is cool, and having Hiroyuki Sanada, that's his name, right? Scorpion.
Mhm. Yep,
Having him in there
Scorpion.
is awesome.
Son, he is
So
he is
yeah.
one of my favorite actors from Helix. If you haven't seen Helix, go watch Helix. Season 1 and 2. He is amazing in that. Um, Last Samurai, 47 Ronin, I believe he's in that as well. He is just one of my John Wick, the last John Wick 4.
Hmm.
He's just a great actor, and I love him. So knowing he was the reason I was like, if they do this, he had to be in it. So you did something else.
I know, right? But it wasn't what I wanted. We'll do this. Chat, let us know how to work Discord because we don't know. It'd be awesome if we knew how all the Discord stuff works. Um, until next time, what is this, 2024, right? But it didn't say what. It just said 2024,
February.
February 2024. Look at you
Said
remembering
February.
dates. Mine like a steel
So
city.
so here's the thing. I knew when this was coming out.
Oh, okay.
because the trailer came out a couple of days ago,
Hmm.
and I was like, when you hit me up about Echo, I was like, yeah, we go do Echo and Shogun.
Okay.
Like that was like non-negotiable. So yeah,
Non-negotiable. Okay. Fantastic. Y'all know where to find us. Like, comment, subscribe here on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Threads. I think there's
let
other
us know if you
places.
remember the original.
Yeah, we do have some older viewers. Yeah, for sure. Let us know. Let us know how you watched
He
it.
said older viewers. Fuck you.
We have some seasoned people, some seasoned citizens. Um,
Hmm.
I think that's it for now. We'll be back with more stuff, more press plays, more trailer reactions, more all that good stuff. Until next time, folks. Later.
Peace.